This is the show where we watch old Worth It episodes to see the never before heard behind the scenes juicy details of how the episodes were made.
That was good. The sentence was good, and when you added juicy, that really, you know, hones in on this show. Because
we eat a lot of juicy things.
In honor of the last episode ever of 2019, we are watching the fried chicken episode. Way back.
Oh, season 3.
Doubling down on fried chicken.
A double down? A fried chicken double down.
Andrew! Andrew! That is you. It is the day we've all.
So, yeah, this is all faked, obviously. Because I was obsessed with this idea that we should have a scene that opens every episode. A fun scene. Because that's how the show started, and it was an homage to the beginning, and so that's what this is. But it just doesn't play well. It doesn't. What do they call it when it doesn't like age well?
Doesn't land? Yeah.
It didn't age well.
Aged like milk.
But this episode did age well.
I still want to know what this guy has around his neck in the back.
He's still there.
It's like some kind of scavenger hunt. He's got like historical artifacts. He's like living national treasure behind the scenes.
Wait, can we go back to the run? Can we go back to your run? I just noticed how you run. You just
This kid in the background of the shot.
Yeah.
There are so many parts of the interview where he's just like staring straight at camera.
Yeah.
We had to cut around.
Roaming around. Hey.
Unsolved.
Shout out to Josh, who did that.
Yeah.
It's a food that takes a bath when it gets cooked. It has to be good.
What does that even mean?
You think you taste good after a bath?
The stuff that you get away with saying by the edit just immediately moving on.
Who? Him or me?
Andrew.
Yeah, I agree.
Obviously a bath.
It takes a bath when it gets cooked. It has to be good.
No, that's soup, right?
Dramatic or dramatic? Did you just make a pun?
Dramatic or dramatic?
Yeah, so I definitely did not intend to do that pun. And I actually did not know what you were talking about when you say,
really?
Was that a pun? Yeah, I'm not kidding. This is the first time you're hearing this? That's true. Yeah.
No, you said dramatic or drummatic.
I know the pun now, but I did not intend to.
But what were you saying?
I thought you said traumatic. It's like traumatic or dramatic?
Dramatic or traumatic.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until this very moment. Okay. So this is something that we didn't notice until a commenter pointed it out to us after the video is uploaded. Obviously, that's how comments work. You're about to see a bird fly into a parked car's tire.
Oh, it's really sad.
I mean,
it's hilarious, but it's sad.
Let's see the footage.
Chicken each year. I guess that makes sense. It's gross when you think about it. Just picturing a 90-pound chicken that looks like a Rottweiler.
Oh.
It doesn't hit the tire.
Oh my gosh. What does it think it's doing?
But the bird is fine. It just. Okay, I think the commenter said, did a bird just hit that car tire? Because it is kind of deceptive. You don't know whether it's just doing a quick flip around or if it actually bounces off the tire.
Yeah.
Either way, it looks like the bird is fine. We would not be making light of this if we thought that the bird was hurt in any way. This is one of the first times that I was truly starstruck by a person we were interviewing. Marcus Samuelsson had been on Top Chef, many, TV, Food Network, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree. As you can tell, we didn't really know what to say. I mean, we did. We nailed the interview, but it was still, it's hard to portray exactly how you felt.
Nervous.
So, this is one of the best foods I've actually eaten on this show.
Yeah.
I think about this a lot, and I get sad that it's not here in LA.
So interesting how the recipe for fried chicken is so simple, but it's so different at every place you go to. Or I should say, like, it has the same few essential components, but then there's so much variation that each person can put on, even the way they just bread it and dredge it, and then how many times you fry it, what temperature do you fry it, how long do you fry it for, what's the seasoning like?
Like the t-shirt of foods.
It's like the t-shirt of foods. Sure, Adam.
So good.
So this moment had a lot of comments on it from people who didn't understand what was happening.
Maybe the most controversial moment in Worth It history in the comments I've ever seen.
Yeah. Explain what happened.
Well, okay, so Marcus Samuelsson comes by the table, eats the fried chicken with us, and the comments were like, wow, who does this guy think he is? He's like coming and eating their food from them, yada yada. Chill.
Yeah, there were a lot of comments that were like, wow, he just ate their chicken and then ran away. But he made the chicken for us and it was his to try. Also, the way that we film this is that we'll usually do the interview and then we film all the food being made and then we're doing the taste test at the end. So we didn't expect him to come back up to us at the table and he was just gonna say bye. And we were like, you wanna try some chicken? And he was like, yeah, of course. And then he like took a bite, made a comment about it. And in the edit, it kind of looks like he's like stealing away with a bite.
I really thought I was gonna get to eat that, but that's okay.
Oh, it's because of your comment.
What did I say?
Andrew says, I really thought I was going to get to eat that, but okay. See,
Oh.
Can I jump in?
Please.
I really thought I was gonna get to eat that, but that's okay.
Go to the cornbread. Wow, you actually look a little upset.
Yeah, I think I was trying to play it as a joke. A lot of people thought that he was being rude, but that's not the case. It was all in
So
good
really
fun.
the problem is that you cannot deliver a joke.
Is it my fault?
I think so. We've just found the root of the problem.
That's my favorite part of the episode. When Steven goes, what do you say there?
Sweet potato yams.
Basically, we're serving fried chicken like Peking duck with caviar. I understand how stupid and almost douchey it sounds. By no means am I trying to disrespect fried chicken or caviar. I think it works tremendously.
I think, yeah, people always ask for more David Chang on our show. And I think it's because he just emanates this excitement for food that really is contagious. And that's what I like about having him on.
For sure. Very lighthearted, but also very knowledgeable and informative.
Let's look at the amount of text we have here. I did not realize we put all the detailed information.
2 chickens fried whole, 113 grams of Pacific white sturgeon caviar, 113 grams of smoked steelhead trout roe, chive crepes, white barbecue sauce, creme fraiche, potato chips, julienne cucumbers. I've gotten many in-person comments from people that they actually went and bought this fried chicken.
Yeah.
I was in line at a pizza place once in New York, and this guy was like, I'm a banker from Norway, and I've been here for 6 months, and I'm about to go home. But this week, I'm gonna have the fried chicken caviar with my friends as one last hurrah.
Shout out to our fans in Norway.
My goodness. David, give me a cut already. This is I believe this is a dish that Adam wanted to feature on the show.
Yes,
right?
In season 1.
Yeah, the first time we just got the Mo who doesn't do filming. Which they kind of don't.
They don't really.
Yeah.
They're a little bit laxer now, but
Yeah, they didn't at the time. We were revolutionary.
it's like one of the very few things to film in Noodle Bar.
Yeah, I remember being extremely nervous about doing this shoot and doing it well. This was like, I was like, oh crap, we're big leagues. But we're also just idiots. Look at this next segment.
Also the music, shout out to Josh.
Yeah, shout out to Josh for this next segment. Check this out.
Hello, sunshine, hello, sky.
What a silly edit.
You know, I've always wondered what David thought about this edit. I know he saw it. I'm 100% certain he saw it. I should just ask him.
So like I said, I was very nervous for this shoot, and then when this was how the edit came out, I was like, what are we doing? This music does convey the giddy joy that is this expensive meal experience, which is the opposite of the serious classical music, white tablecloth type of serious eating experience.
It's like when in movies you have the typical trope of the person that comes from the wealthy family who meets the person who comes from the peasant class, and they and they fall in love and they get married and they have wonderful family together. And that is the fried chicken and the caviar. It's like that normal trope of every movie.
I remember being so nervous and trying to talk about food in front of Mr. David there.
Yeah.
I was just like, God, I hate myself. I'm cringing through this whole experience. But it ended up being fine.
It was fine.
Because he had his own ace up his sleeve.
I actually wanted to dip this in the caviar, but I thought that would be rude for you guys.
No, that's not rude at all.
It's not?
So you didn't actually know what was coming next when you said that, right? You wanted to dip it? So David Chang, being the wily coyote that he is, he was like, okay, you can come to my restaurant and film, but then secretly he organized this giant tin of caviar that he was gonna like surprise us with. And we actually did not know this was gonna happen for the shoot.
Fun fact, I don't fit in those clothes anymore.
I love a mixture of plates. It's very pleasing. That's something I aspire to have in my own home, but I think it takes a long time. Maybe one really hard weekend of antiquing, I could get it together.
I need some more bourbon.
Oh, yes!
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, we used to regularly put really great lines of dialogue that were just too long to put in the regular taste tests in the postscript like that.
There's
Yeah.
all the weirdest stuff. And then Josh would collect those to put
Yeah,
them in.
we really used to roll for way too long in the taste test. We still do.
We still do.
Yeah.
That's what's fun about it though, because we get to just enjoy our time when we're eating the food.
Yeah, and be silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be one of the greatest Worth It episodes of all time, by the way, that we just watched.
I think so.
That does it for Worth It Rewatches Worth It.
Yeah, so if your taste buds are fired up watching that fried chicken episode, go back and now watch our recently released fried chicken sandwich episode, released this past Sunday.
And we will be coming out with more episodes in the new year, so I say we do a Worth It Rewatches audience selection season. How about that? Maybe not the whole season, because you can't let them take the reins for too long, but maybe a few episodes.
Maybe we'll get Adam on the couch. Maybe both of us behind the camera.
I like that. You know how the YouTubers do that thing where like, if this video gets X likes, we'll do that?
Sure, yeah.
What is an amount?
1 million.
1 million views?
Great.
1 million likes.
That's worth it for 2019.
Alrighty. That's it. Bye.